The other special kind of line we'd like to talk about is a vertical line. Horizontal lines were parallel to the x-axis. Vertical lines are parallel to the y-axis. So again, let's look at an example. So here's an example of a vertical line. Again, we can see if we picked that up and moved it over, we could move it over to rest on the y-axis. This line is parallel to the y-axis. Again, let's ask how this relates to what we've been saying about lines so far. So we might ask, what is its slope? And we might ask, what is its equation? Well, for the slope, once again, we can just use the slope formula. I'm just going to pick 2 points on this line. This is x is -3, y is 4. X is -3, y is 1. You don't have to pick those 2 points. You could pick any points on the line. And in the slope formula, then, we have the change in y over the change in x. So we have 3 over 0. We can't divide by 0. Right? 3 divided by 0, that isn't anything. That is undefined. The slope of a vertical line is undefined. The equation, now the equation we can figure out. The equation makes sense. Because look here. Every point on this line has the same x-coordinate. In this case, -3. The equation of this line is x is -3. Now I don't see a y in there. But when I see this equation, I should think x is -3, and y can be anything. X is -3, and y can be anything. Now again, it's easy to see that this is no different from any other vertical line. Any other vertical line will do these same things, except somewhere else. For a vertical line, the slope is undefined. That is, when we go to the slope formula, we end up with a division that we cannot do. The equation is of the form x equals a number. What about parallel and perpendicular in this context? Well, any line parallel to a vertical line is also vertical, and a line perpendicular to a vertical line is horizontal. Notice that this makes some sort of sense because neither 0 nor something that's undefined is something that you could do negative reciprocal to. The last question we might have about vertical lines is, how do we write the equation of a vertical line through a given point? Well, recall again that every point on a vertical line will have the same x-coordinate. So the equation of the vertical line through 5, 1 is just x equals 5. In general, the equation is just x equals the given x. That's all there is to it. It's very, very simple to work with vertical lines, as long as we don't let ourselves become alarmed by this slightly odd-looking equation.